First and foremost, if the word marketing makes you feel like, then this video, the book we're talking about and the author might help change your mind. Ready? Let's go! Hi, I'm Timothy Tosti. Today I want to introduce you to one of my favorite thinkers, someone that helped me take my understanding to another level and change how I look at things. Seth Godin. He published a new book, This is Marketing. And this book goes way beyond what we commonly think of as marketing. So first we'll say a few words to approach marketing from this book's perspective. And then we will jump into an aspect that appeared to me as really central, the notion of authenticity versus emotional labor. And from there, we will see the concept of minimum viable audience, which many people talk about, but which is here really deeply explained. From there, I will list some other very important concepts Seth Godin talks about in this book. And each one is worth an entire video. But everything is in the book, so read it. And by the end of the video, I will share with you how this book changed my perspective on building this YouTube channel. For Seth Godin, marketing is everywhere. And yes, how he presents it goes way beyond something good only for profit-driven companies that want to increase their value on the stock market and get more customers by more things they really don't need. It's at the opposite of advertisement and spamming and finding tricks to make people buy something. And it's not so much about 5, 6 or 7 P's as marketing is often explained. When you look at it this way, marketing becomes something important basically for any organization. Small organization, non-profit, startup, and even public administration and individuals. Maybe it can even be inspiring for things not related at all to the professional area. As he puts it, marketing is done for people, not to people. And it's about your contribution to the world, what you stand for, and how you interact with your circle, the people you care about. And it's also about making choices. It's very much related to the topic of this channel, because it touches the heart, the essence of an organization. It's about a higher vision, a higher purpose. And it's about getting clear with what you do, about how you treat people. And that's so important. And now, let's jump into the concept that turned my head upside down. You have to care enough to find out what people really need and make it for them. And that means you have to leave your authenticity aside in order to really make a difference. Seth puts it this way. What people want is to be understood and to be served, not merely to witness whatever you feel like doing in a given moment. And he goes on. And when we do the best version of our best work, our responsibility isn't to make it for ourselves. It's to bring it to the person we seek to serve. So basically, that means that authenticity is only about ourselves. And emotional labor, that's how Seth Godin calls it, is about the others. It's about being professional. In a way, it could look scary that you have to leave your authenticity aside. And it's also kind of counterintuitive with the notion of doing art that Seth Godin talks about sometimes, and also putting your whole self into something. The meaning I make out of this, by mixing it with other things, is that you have to be aware of what you are, of who you are, your behavior, your condition. Authenticity is important for you, for your family, your close friends. That's what Seth says. But it's not the end. You can't just throw it at the world like this. I'm sure authenticity can and should nourish what we do. But there is a gap with going a step further and seeking to make a change for someone else. And making the effort to do something with that authenticity, transforming it into something. It's about stepping out of our own fears, our limitations, our beliefs. It's a matter of care and respect for others. I don't know if it's really how Seth thinks about it, but that's what I take out of it. And this piece of concept brings us to another one, the need to be very specific and kind of exclusive with the audience we serve. You may have heard from various authors ideas around finding your niche or blue ocean strategy, a very good book by the way, or things related to focusing on fewer things in order to do them right, or the importance of choosing where you want to allocate your energy. Well, in this book, Seth Godin goes way deeper in this concept, and in fact it's spread all over the book. He explains why you will go nowhere by targeting everyone, by trying to please everyone, because there is too much competition. There are too many options for the customer, and that forces you to become average. Some people refer to this as being vanilla. I like this expression. So you have to choose a very specific area and a very small group of people you want to serve. It means a combination of extremes, but also not too extreme. Here are a few lines from the book. Marketers can choose to stand for something. Instead of saying, you can choose anyone, and we're anyone. The marketer can begin with an audience worth serving, begin with their needs and wants and dreams, and then build something for that audience. This involves going to extremes, finding an edge, standing for something, not everything. It's a group of people you will make the effort to understand. A group you can lead to a change. So it cannot be a big group because it's way too hard to lead a big group to change. So there is this notion of having a specific audience, caring for them, finding out what really matters to them, understanding what they care about, and going at the root of it. The story people tell themselves, the narrative, the set of beliefs, the rational and the irrational they have, the status aspects, and their wants, their needs. The book covers all these things, and it explains how you then craft something, tell a story, create feelings that resonate with that audience, with their story, with their world, and with a little something more, something that will make a change. And this makes you remarkable. This makes you earn trust, permission, and the right for attention. So how do I relate to all this? As I told you, I was already familiar with Seth Godin's thinking before reading the book. And it was clear that this channel had to cover some kind of defined area. So I shared things about efficient organizations with a kind of mystical component. It has to do with building the culture of an organization. And this book helped me get clearer with this idea. And it also got me thinking about how to make it even more specific. Another topic that got me started with this YouTube channel is the topic of shipping. Seth Godin talks a lot about it in his book Linchpin, but it's there also in This is Marketing. It has to do with the fact that you have to ship your work, your product, your service at one point. Put your work into the world. It might not be perfect, but it's there. It's your work at a specific time, and you can improve from there. Then this book made me realize even more that these videos require your time and attention, which are two very valuable resources. And this, with the notion of emotional labor, encourages me to put in the work it requires and to get a step further in providing something valuable in exchange for your time and attention. It's really a lot of food for thought on how to grow this channel. And I would love to have your thoughts about all this in the comments here below. So, to me, This is Marketing is one of these books that brings you closer to being human. As Seth Godin puts it, empathy is at the heart of marketing. And I really like his deep respect for people's opinion, time, and attention. Naturally, the book is written in that spirit as well. It's very interesting and eye-opening. It really makes you see things more deeply, makes you question things. It's at the same time optimistic and very pragmatic and down to earth. It's worth reading and it's very well written. So get a copy, read it, give copies around you, and maybe give copies to your marketing department. There is still a lot to say about Seth Godin, and we will surely come back to him in future videos. But for now, that's it. Some resources on Seth Godin in the notes here below. Plenty of very interesting stuff, so check it out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like it and share it with your network. And if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to this channel. It's a little click for you, and it means a lot to me. And you can also click on the notification button, the little bell. That will notify you each time I upload a new video. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, and as Seth says, go make your ruckus.